Yo, yo, salute, salute.
What's going on, Shane? How you feeling, baby?
What's the deal? What's the deal, boy? You good? You can see me good?
Um, yeah, I see you good. I see you good. Can you see me, baby?
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I got you. What's going on? What's going on?
Not much, man. Trying to stay healthy, man. Trying to stay out the way well from what's going on with all this crisis, man. That's all I'm trying to do, man. But I want to thank you, man, for blessing me with your presence, man. On today's show, Real Talk with LSelb, man. I gotta thank my peoples for hooking us up together, man. It's a pleasure, man, being in your presence, man.
Don't,
Um, I followed that and one. I was big on that, So you one of the forefathers of this thing, how was it? Let me ask you something. How was it being on an and one mixtape tour?
I mean, it was crazy. Coming from the inner city, we coming from the hood, and I'm just saying. Let me just say this: when we touched, I went to every country in the world, right? Been almost to every country. Met guys like, being a president of guys like Michael Jackson, Hugh Hefner, E40, you name it, So it was basically it was like being a rock star. It was like we really is what you consider rock stars.
Okay. Now let me ask you something, Shane. When did you first fall in love with basketball?
Um, I fell in love with basketball young. I grew up in I was born in Harlem, raised in Harlem, and then I moved to the Bronx. I actually, it's funny, but most basketball players gonna say this, but I actually liked the baseball first, right? So,
Wow.
so I lived in the projects, right? So I played a lot of baseball. So then I got into basketball like about eight, like about 9, 10, and just I started playing. I just started playing for fun, and I got recruited with a team called the Broncos. I traveled for 1 year. I played like 10, but then I went back. I just went back and started playing baseball again. So like I fell in love really early though. I say about 11, 12, but I fell in love from watching, not from playing.
Right.
And then that,
Right.
watching guys in the neighborhood, just you idolizing certain guys, so you watching the game. I was one of the kids that sat and watched the hustlers play, the players played, and I remember, it's funny you say that, but I remember falling asleep, and my mom's looking for me. Everybody thought I was missing, but I actually fell asleep on the basketball court, and nobody woke me up. Everybody left. And left me sleeping, and I was like about 11. I was like 11 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. Now let me ask you, um, how did y'all come up with the and one mixtape?
Um, we didn't. I personally didn't come up with it. It was like a brand. Main event got a call for it, and call to do like some videotape, and he thought about it, and he called me, and then it trickled down. So it wasn't like we came up with the idea to start the N1 mixtape, but we were the first guys who jumped in, who jumped on board and started it. We didn't know it was gonna be big. We just did it. Honestly, we just did it for the free sneakers and the gear. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
and a lot of people don't know. Like when I started the N1 mixtape, I was 32 years old.
Yeah, I was just reading that, I did my little research, and everything else, yeah, you was an old head, but you was also out there doing your thing. Now, let me ask you something. Who's your favorite player coming up, man? I heard, I read you said Skip, but besides Skip, who was your favorite player?
Now I never said Skip. I'm older than Skip. Skip.
Oh, wow, I must get my facts all wrong, fam. You froze?
My bad. My bad.
No,
You there?
yeah, I must got my facts wrong. I apologize for that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
somewhere I
yeah.
read.
Yeah, Skip was watching me play, man, when I was older. So I was out there before. But I like the guys like like Isaiah Thomas. I like when everybody liked the Magic since I was small. I actually like the Isaiah Thomas. You know what I'm saying? I like the Mo Cheeks. You know what I mean? I like the Magic, but I was a Isaiah Thomas and Mo Cheeks. I was more like the small, stronger guards. And then I had a cousin named Jesse, who, God bless them, who passed away, who was super incredible in ball. So those was like really like my three idols right there.
Okay, okay, that's understandable. Now, who was your hardest guard when you was on the court, man, out there, man?
I'm from New York City, so it's,
I know it's a lot.
I mean, the list goes on. I played against Sam Cassell. Like like that. My era is like the Sam Cassell, Kenny Anderson, Red Archery, like Dave, God bless the dead, Dave Edwards. You know, so like those were the guys that you was competing against in the future. Like Lamar Jones was competing against, but the younger guys that was chasing after you, that was trying to bust your ass, was the Stephon Marburys, the
Right.
Shambars, the Kareem Reeds. You know what I'm saying? So like back, it was a ton. Like back, like I come from the era where it was guard dominant. Like it was guard heavy. New York City was super heavy when it came to guards.
Well, now that was my next question. What separates New York guards from other guards in the country?
You know what's crazy is I think it's an East Coast West Coast thing, right?
Yeah.
And me when I say East, I'm gonna say from New York all the way to right till we get to Virginia. So New York, like the Philly, Chicago, all the places where it snows. I just think,
Hmm.
and I think it's a different style of ball, like Detroit, Chicago's, because we play in the street more. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's
Right.
hot at, like the South and West Coast, they play indoors. Right? They not maybe now, but they necessarily don't run and play in the playground because it's too hot for them. But us, we grind in 90 degrees weather. You know what I'm saying? Like we like we
Yeah.
come. I mean, I don't know where you from. Let me just ask, where you from?
I'm I'm from Erie. I'm from Erie. I'm from the same place my man, hooked us up with my peoples
So
in
you know where
Gully.
so you know where I come
Yeah.
from. So when you come
Right.
from,
I know
so
exactly.
we come from the mud, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like 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 we didn't have like the basketball court might have been too dangerous growing up, so you had to shoot on that garbage can at first. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We had to play
So
without no net.
yeah,
Double rim. I know exactly what you mean.
so
Play out there without no lights. We
so
had to get it the best way we can. I
and it
feel you
might
on that.
I mean, it might be dangerous that you got to stay indoors. So we playing in the crib. You got to put that hanger on your door with the socks. You know what I'm saying? Because that's everybody. If listen, if you're a real basketball player, that's your first free hoop. Besides the little baby joint, that sock and
Right.
the hanger, and you practicing that. I'm doing like I grew up Dr. J, so I'm doing Dr. J finger rolls, Iceman, George Gervin, Dominique backhand dunk. I'm doing that in my crib with a sock.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? I'm running full court with my brother. We got one sock on the other end, the sock on the other end, and we running full courts and we playing and we making calls like it's a real game. Like we calling your walk, double dribble, because if you stop doing this and you do it again, nah, fam, you pick your dribble up. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
so
Right.
it was real like that. I come from that era, like that era of basketball. You know what I mean?
That's understandable. That's understandable. Now, let me ask you something. Who do you think was the best player to ever come out of New York City? I know it's a lot of big lists come from out of there, but who, in your opinion, was the best to come from out of there?
We just were talking about the top five, right?
Well, we can
But
go top five. We can go top five.
that's what I'm just saying because it's tough. And from a New York, we should look at it from New York point. You always gotta go with number one to GOAT, right? That's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Right.
Lou Center, right? Then
Right.
arguably number two, we go with, like you said, but you go with Tiny Archibald, right?
Right.
Nate. But we got so many others, so I'm not gonna be biased, but we got all those, even though we got like the Mark Jacksons and the Kenny Andersons and the Ross Stricklands, and those is like some of my favorites, but I gotta put Stephon Marbury up there. He earned that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
then I got you got Tiny, you got Hawkins, you got World Be Free, you got there's so like that last spot I leave open because there's so many, but definitely I give it to those group of guys because it's tough, man. And in the street ball world, it's even tougher.
I know that now, but you ain't got Bernard on your list?
Bernard King,
Right.
let me ask you something. And I want you, because I'm gonna throw a name out. You just tell me who you think was better. Bernard King or Chris Mullins?
I'm gonna say Bernard. I like Chris. I like Chris left-handed, couldn't jump well, couldn't run well, wasn't fast, but he was very efficient. I mean, he was very efficient, can get his shot off with the left hand, can get to the hole. I mean, but I got to go with Bernard, man.
I love, listen, again, reason why I don't put him up there because the way his career was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? His career,
Right.
the way his career, and you know what I'm forgetting, which I'm bugging, is number 2, is Lou Alcindor. I'm bugging. That's why I know it's for, because that's why I didn't say Bernard King. It's Dr. J, bro.
We most definitely was bugging about that. Right. The
That's
doc,
why I was
I
bugging.
mean,
That's why I didn't put Bernard King because I got Dr. J there, and I can't put him in front of the doctor. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's understandable. It's understandable. Now, let me ask you, if you had your pick between Mark Jackson and Kenny Anderson, who would you take?
On what level?
Huh?
On what level?
On hooping. If you had to have a guard, you starting a team, who would you take?
But you get what I'm
Kenny
saying?
or Mark?
On high school, give me Kenny. College, give me Kenny. NBA, give me Mark.
Understandable. That's understandable. I can't argue about that.
Because
Kenny he
we
was
saw
great.
no. That's almost a easy question because we saw how it played out.
True. True. Kenny didn't have a long career, injuries and everything else. But Mark, he played a lot of years, played a high level basketball with the Knicks, to Indiana. So basically, you're right. If you go which level, like you said, from high school to
Rookie of the
college, yeah,
year,
Kenny,
All Star, Rookie of the Year, All Star game.
right.
Started his whole career.
Oh, and that was just that's something that you can't take away from him. But I'm if it was me, if I was starting the team, I'm going to take Mark. I like Mark because some of the fact is he's grimy. Very intelligent. He got that basketball IQ. He gonna get in there. He gonna grind. That's it. Kenny,
I
left-handed
watched
can
them
do what.
play. I watched them play in Pro Am League in New York. They played a lot. Mark had 54, 55. Kenny had like 40, 42.
Wow.
So I watched them. I watched them play a lot. So I like Kenny. So that's like I'll take what's the name? That's like me asking you like who would you take? Kenny Anderson or Ross Strickland?
I'm gonna go with Rod.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm gonna
That
go with Rod.
experience, right? That experience. But high school, I'm taking Kenny.
Okay, that's understandable. That's understandable. Now, let me ask you this. How did you get hooked up with Main Event? and half man, half amazing, and all them, you know, because that was one of my things I want to know. Because main event, that was my dude, man. You know, the way that you used to bounce him, man. I seen you do this past minute.
Main is in. He just joined. You just talked him up.
What's going on, man? Salute, baby. What's going on? I was
Oh,
just sitting there. Yo, I watched when you did, man. Man, you hit him with a half court alley oop joint, man. That shit was crazy. I was like, whoa, what is
yo,
they doing?
yeah. I knew Maine prior to this from Rucker Park. It's funny, like I said, I'm older than Maine, but I knew Maine from when back as a tournament called UDC. I think Maine was like 15, like 15, 16. So, like, I would tell you a story about a dude came from my neighborhood. He was like, yo, man, yeah, I played against this kid, Wally Dixon, right? They ain't know him as maybe Vendor Time. He was like, yo, so it
You
looked
said
like
he
you
can't
shot,
hear us.
huh?
Can you hear us? Man, can you hear us,
Yeah,
man?
yeah, he can, that's main phone, man. That's
Okay,
main
yeah,
phone.
yeah, okay.
That's
All
main,
right.
main got a cricket, man. You know, so he got.
Well, I'm saying, wait a minute, you can't talk about crooked because I got a crooked too.
Right. So look, so here's the story of Maine. So my man goes, your man, your boy main event came down and he shot it. He came down and he pulled up and shot a jump shot, right? So I was like,
Right,
so I'm like, okay. He was like, nah, but then he dunked it on me. So I was like, huh? He was like, yo, nah, yo, it looked like he was shooting a jumper. That's how far he took off. Like he took off like he was shooting a jump shot, but he kept going to the basket and he dunked on. I was like, yeah, yeah. So I heard, I knew Ming. We traveled together prior for the N1. That was my roommate. So like, yeah, Maine, that's my little bro, man. That's my big little brother right there. The
yeah,
same what happened, man.
yeah, he was most definitely up there, man. You know, but my man, hey, let me ask you, who talked the most shit out there? You or half man or half amazing? Which one of y'all talked the most shit?
Damn, I'm gonna say half.
I know half used to talk a lot of shit
half
out there,
half
man.
from half from Brooklyn. So I,
Right?
I so I talked, but you know me at mine is funny. You know what I'm saying? But half from Brooklyn, so you know half got that. Half Maine said both. Half got Brooklyn. And Maine talk too though. You
I
know what I'm
know he
saying?
did. I know he did. Every time he banged on somebody, he look at him, stare him down, or some shit, talk some shit to him.
Yeah. So we like we both like honestly that's where we come from. We come from that era of you got to back it up. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people try to intimidate you with your talking, and if you don't talk back, they got you. You know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
So
And then
you gotta
you got to talk shit.
express you sometimes you gotta express your game with just that your bark gotta be bigger than your bite. That's all. Rather
Without
your
a doubt.
bite
You got to,
rather your bite gotta be bigger than your bark, rather. You know what I'm saying? So
well,
your game gotta be bigger than what you're saying.
yes, without a doubt. Without a doubt. You got to be able to back up everything that you can talk shit about, you know. So basically, that's just about it. Now, let me ask you something now. How was it playing against Skip when he came, you know, when he finally got, you know, on the tour with y'all?
You got again, I played against Skip 10 years, I mean many moons before the tour.
Right,
So right, so we Skip is younger than me, so Skip played. I played against Skip in the Rucker and numerous New York City tournaments growing up. So I already so me playing against Skipper N1 that wasn't remember what age I was at. So I already so like again I tell people if you watch my game and you kind of look at my game and from N1, you never really saw me play because I was just that was more of a hustle and a grind for me. For you know what I mean? It was
right.
as far as me. I was hurt. I was physically hurt. I was done. I already already played street ball since I was 15 years old. So when N1 came, I was already damn near 15 years in a street ball on a high level. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So playing against, but playing against Skip is always dope playing against Skip because Skip is tough, man. You know what I'm saying? Skip is,
Yeah.
listen, you gotta pay homage, you gotta pay respect for Skip. Skip brought like his another style with the smoothness and the game and no backing up and he played on the highest level. So you gotta give Skip his you gotta give him his props. He
Yeah.
kind of he
Yeah.
right and one he made the first tape, right? That's what kind of opened the doors for us. So you right for us to even thought about them making another tape, right? So no, but Skipper's that dude, yo. Skipper's that dude.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. You know who was one of my little, low key favorites of the whole joint? What was my man Speedy? I used to like Speedy.
Speed,
I've been when
light skin Speedy.
yeah.
Yeah, Speedy from New York. He played in a video game. He was on the tape, but he never was on the tour. But Speedy's it's like our OG. He's not so much older, but I grew up under Speedy. Speedy's my guy. Speedy was in Above the Rim. Speedy won the 101 money 101 contest for the money. Speedy James Williams, that's my guy right there. Yeah, salute to Speedy. Yeah, that's super funny, yo. Super funny, yo.
Is he? Yeah, so it's just crazy,
That's
like
another.
I would just
That's another tough guy growing up to play against because you got to put Speedy in there too. Because Speedy was tough.
okay, now let me ask you this. If you had a chance to take, would you take, Sebastian or Lance?
That's a no brainer. I'm taking Lance. Lance 6'5". Sebastian's smaller than me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I was talking to somebody. He said he'd take Sebastian. I'm like, wow, really? I mean, I said Lance has got him about like 6, 7 inches and about like 50 pounds. I was like, you would actually take him over Lance? I said, wow. I said, Lance been doing it for a while. I said, I mean, I said I would most definitely take Lance over Sebastian. So I would just had a
I'm
little
taking
conversation with.
I'm taking Sebastian's salary from contract. I'll take that for what he got because he went straight out of high school. But other than that, nah, man. Lance got him. Lance can do everything. Sebastian Lance is the leading scorer. If I'm not mistaken, Lance broke all the records in high school scoring too in New York.
Yeah, 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 he did. But well, nah, I won't say New York all-time leading scorer was your boy Wally Zerbiak.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, think I think Lance broke it.
Oh, did he break it? Yeah, because I first said, that was another New York City player. I mean, I used to sit back and watch was Wally Zerbiak. I
I used to
mean,
play with his pops.
did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? His pops used to run in this park on York Avenue downtown in the city. And we used to go down there every weekend early in the morning. And his pops used to be, and his pops was nice. They had a whole crew. And we used to ball all the time. Word.
Wow.
White Zerbiak was
That
young. He was young. Real talk.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Now, let me ask you, who you think the best big man besides your boy Kareem, Lou Alcindor, who you think is the second best besides Lou? Who you think the best big man come from out of New York City?
So we got Ed Pickney.
Right. National championship
We
with
got
Villanova.
we got one of my best friend, Eric Mobley, Pittsburgh University, number 18 pick. We got
Yep.
we got Conrad McCray. We got Walter Berry. We got Let's see what's the big man who ain't say. Oh man. So I know I'm missing one more, but I know those are probably like some of the top. Chanel Scott, who made the league. We got a couple of big men that made the league from New York, but it's tough to go after Kareem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is. I mean, that was big shoes to fill. You know, a lot of people don't understand. You know, um, it's just let me see. Talk about
Talk about Eric Mobley and the money. That must be somebody that know me.
yeah, no. That actually that's my brother, J Star. He was like, you know, you and Eric Mobley was good friends, and y'all had a pact. Whoever made it to the league, you know, y'all would look
Oh,
out for each
yeah, he
other.
must have knew that. I'm bugging for him to say that. I'm like, yo, for them to say that question, yeah, that was my best friend. We definitely growing up had that. Whoever made it to the league, the other one gonna make sure the other one is all right. You know what I'm saying? So, and and he was number 18 pick. I went with him to the draft. We've been rocking. We've been rocking ever since. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, let me ask you something. What was your favorite court to play in the city?
So you had Rucker Park, you had Dykeman, you had you had King Dome, you had my favorite park was Sousa where I grew up at in my neighborhood. But father in
Right,
the tournaments, so it was so many. Every tournament was lit growing up when I grew up, right? So you leave Rucker Park and be packed. You go to Dykeman and be ran. You go to Kingdom and be ran, right? So Rucker Park, you might have um Cam and them and them, right? So you
right,
go to Kingdom. That's where Jim Jones and them is from, right? You know what I'm saying? You go you
right,
go you go to Dykeman. You know that's where the Dominicans is from. So you got the Dominicans. So
right.
it's like everywhere you go, it's like every park brought their own culture. They own little swag. So every tournament, every tournament was good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, let me ask you something. Now, what city, what city y'all went to that gave y'all the most work? Detroit, LA? I mean, what city had the best ball players besides when y'all toured? Who gave y'all some work?
Yeah, we lost a couple of games, and a lot of cities have some dope players, but I don't really. I'm gonna be real. I can't really specifically say like, yo, a city gave us some work because if you knew what we was doing, how we prepared every night for these games, it's I don't even we should have lost a lot of games, but we didn't lose too many. But Detroit has some nice players. I don't know. Chicago's dope. LA, uh, LA played. I mean, I'm trying to remember if we lost without them having an NBA player, like without them like having like an NBA player or. But most of the city was nice. Most of the city was dope. But like I tell everybody, that tour, like Maine just did a live with our securities. But during that time, that like I'm gonna show you a picture. Right? I'll show you right this picture right here. Can you see this picture? Can you see it?
Yeah,
How
yeah, I see it. You froze up a little bit.
they
Hold it
look
up a little
at
bit
it,
more,
man.
fam.
We like back. So back. What you said?
Go ahead. No, I hear you. Go ahead. I hear you now.
So back in the Air One mixtape, let me give you a typical Air One mixtape tour game, right? Let's say we in since Cincinnati, we going to Cleveland, right? So we'll be in
Right.
Cincinnati, right? This is the truth back then. We might have I'm trying to think because I don't wanna under exaggerate, you know what I mean? But we might have a half a pound of haze, right? Rolled up, right? Oh, some good, right? Some good. Anyway, so we probably burn all the way to the city, all the way to the next town, right on the 12 bus, right? We get to the next city. Everybody, you know, we gotta bring our bags up to the hotel room. We'll stay on the bus and we'll burn again, right?
Right.
Then we'll go up to our rooms. We gotta do probably radio, whatever we gotta do. Whatever we gotta do during the day, radio, appearances. But I hate to say it back then, but we'll burn again. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
so by the time the games come, we we like, you know what I'm saying? We like, yo, so like it was all fun up, and we used to be laughing, saying, yo, we are killing these dudes, and we ain't even practicing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't practicing. Like the game at some dudes just waking up. They got no, like back then they might just coming from slaying like you got slaying like 5 straight chicks and coming straight to the game. You know what I'm saying? So it was living that life. People understand. We really live like a rock star life and really entertained. You know what I'm saying? It's just that
Right.
our talent. Some of us was really blessed to have talent to supersede that. So when dudes would be like, yo, man, yo, we killed y'all, we just fried y'all. You know what I'm saying? We really used to look at them like, fam, we just was hanging out with E40 and we had 1,000 chicks in the club. We just came from the club. You know what I'm saying? Like we was like this. We started looking past the game of basketball and started thinking about the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, like this is stuff we talk about. Like this is real talk. You might come to an N1 game.
Right.
You come to the arena and the courtside, right? The picture NBA courtside arena, right?
Right.
I'm just gonna say, I know myself, Maine. This is old, so we can't. There's no incrimination, but this is just funny how we think about that. But our courtside tickets, right, would be the D boys. You feel me? Like, but like if you got that loud, fam, listen, you got that loud, hit us off. We got courtside tickets for you and your whole crew. And if you the man of that town, right? Check it out. You the man of the town. How you look saying cross-eyed? How you looking? You looking lovely. You got your wife, your kids. So every city, our cross-eyed tickets. I always say to myself like, yo, man, like, we always think about like, damn, you could have had. What if the fans was watching these dudes? It's like they cross-eyed, we lying to do, but that's how it went, right? So it was like we really had a like we, and after that we might like after an N1 game, you may say to me, yo, Shane, yo, what up, yo, that was a good game. I might say to you, word, fam, where you live at? You gonna be like, yo, Aaron right here. I'm gonna be like, yo, niggas trying to go out tonight. What's up, yo? Let me go take a shower in your crib. And you gonna look at me like, yo, I just see this man on TV, and I'm gonna be real, and I'm gonna be saying, yo, man, fuck the TV shit, fam. What's up? What we doing tonight? I'm gonna take this shower. What's up? Because you know what I'm saying? Because I think that's where our love come from when it came to the animal stuff. Because like now, your man, how we got hooked up, right? An average person will
Right.
tell you, right? Average person will tell you, like, yeah, we could go live. I'm looking at my schedule. Probably give me like 3 weeks. You feel me?
No, you
Like,
didn't do that.
Yeah, because we never really looked at ourselves stuff like that. Even when we was on TV and even through all the travel or the fame, we always remain humble because most of us never forgot where we came from. So I think that's what made and one so big, right? Because we never forgot where we came from. Right? We went to the parties. We didn't want to go in VIP. For what? Our people's out here. You know what I'm saying? We standing
Yeah.
behind. Like I'm a strong believer. I'm a star. Wow, you spent all your money to support me, and now you gotta watch me in VIP. Nah, fam. You should be able to come up to me respectably, right? Like, yo, what's up?
Right.
Not to say to your fan, yo, can you take a picture? No doubt. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So that and that's what we brought, and I think that's why the love really, like to this day, right? 25 years later, and one is still the hottest thing in street ball.
Yeah, it is. I think they should bring it back because a lot of kids, man, I mean, it kept a lot of kids in the gym, kept a lot of kids trying to do things, man, kept them off the streets, man. Like, okay, well, I just seen your boy, main event do this. Let me try to do this dunk. Or I just seen my man Shane hit somebody with this move. Let me work on this. So, man, I think it was a major part of our culture that that's missing right now, and I think they should try to come back out with something like that because some of the fact is that'll keep more kids from getting in trouble and into the gyms and on the courts and everything else. But I mean, it's just crazy. I don't know why, but I
I
mean,
mean, we
I think
it
they should bring.
definitely believe it's definitely in the works of us trying to bring something back, right? It's 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 just making sure it's in the right hands and going to the
Right.
right and that message, right? The message of bringing it back, right? Because bringing it back is right. That's not the. It's the ego, right? It's the ego. So now, like we just were talking about, we got something where we about to start looking for the next, because the game definitely revolved for 25 years later. So, like for example, I would ask you who if I was to say to you, yo, I'm coming to your town, give me five of your best ballers that's not in the NBA and that's not playing college ball. Who would they be? That's ready. That you said we could take them and play against any five, and you ready to put your money on it.
Wow. Um. Unfortunately, basketball here is not as strong. But I mean, if I had to pick five, I would take, you know, my people, Kyle, Joe Jones. Let me see, probably um, Tory. Um, let me see. The other two would be probably kind of hard, man, for me to try to pick. But I mean,
But you'll feel comfortable with those names, right? And like say you sitting there, you be ready to back them up, and let's say you add two more from somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? So
well, I'll probably try to go get my man Lance Jeter, and probably Tone Redding, from out Aliquippa, I mean, or Chuck Humphreys, or I would probably come my little. Well, I mean, we got a couple young boys that's in college, but I wouldn't want to use them because it would probably mess up their whole joint. But I mean, we got some ballers in this area, but fortunately, they're not, you know,
so 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 that's how we started. So think about that. So how we started was is that how you said it is give me the best ballers that's not in the NBA and that's not playing college basketball. So that's where right. That's where it gets tough at almost because now the dude that's in college, you want to get them because they're the younger, they ready to go. But like you said,
right.
you don't want to mess up the other guys. So then the guy that's it. You can't get the NBA guys. So the only thing left is the guy that's in the street that maybe just finished college or got kicked out of college or didn't go that route. So if that means when you the guys you pick, it's gonna come with something, some type of baggage. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right. That's understandable.
and
It's understandable.
there's now it's putting out into corporate America. 'Cause I think it could be done right now. The question is this: what style of ball would it be? Do guys want to see guys hitting guys in the head, throwing it between the legs, rolling on the floor, or do guys want to see guys ball out now? Just like how we watching the NBA, because you watching James Harden, you watching these guys. These guys is Kyrie Irving. They giving you all. They give you NBA is a big N1 mixtape stuff
Yeah, it is. It is.
without the stuff. So like, which way do they want to take it? Is once we if we bring it back, that's the question, right? Because
Well,
your perception, everybody's perception is hot sauce, right?
right.
Professor, right? So when you get that perception, is that's the style that's what people want to see, because that's what separated us from the game was you see moves that can't be done in the NBA or anywhere else. At least the legal part of throwing it back up in the air and catching it. You know, you can't do that in the real game, or hitting the guy in the head with the ball. So that's what people want to see, or do people want to see guys ball out?
I think people want to see more guys ball out, like a Kyrie Irving, James Harden, I mean, that type of thing, in my opinion, I think they just want to see them ball out, go ahead, cross somebody over and get to the rim, and that's about it. Now, what do you think people want to see?
I, I think people want to see the other side.
You think they want to see the other side? Well,
The
that
entertainment,
they might.
the entertainment part, because if it's crazy, but what made it different was it was the entertainment was what was sold it, right? But
Right.
which is not a bad thing. So now we just got to get the players right that could play both sides, that can entertain and ball out at the same time, and know how to entertain, know how to ball out, know how to entertain, know how to ball out, right? Because we get it confused if we get one that just entertain only, and then we go to a ball out city, it kills the brand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
You right.
we need
You right.
we need the guys that's the AOs, the Shanes, and the sick witters, the bad Santas, the pharmacists, the Silks, the Pat the Rocks, the guys like that. And I like I'm not gonna leave Professor and Sauce on, but we need those. That was more entertainment part of it. They didn't give us the yo. That guy looked like he could have been to the NBA. You know what I mean? Talk. You feel me?
What do you say?
Do you wish? Do you wish you was young right now with your style of playing, Shane? You the average 15, 50. Nah, yeah. Nah, I'm glad I'm at my age right now, bro. I'm glad. Yo, I used to think that, yo, you wish you was young right now? Hell no, because then I gotta go through all this. I have to go through the gang stuff, and you know what I'm saying. And I was so young right now. The young guys now. Listen, I love the young guys, right? But
Yeah.
but social media taught y'all how it's teaching them how to live.
Yeah, it is, fam. It is,
So
man.
and that so I like the way I had to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I come from that, but you gotta figure it out. I ain't have to get on the train like like you can't get lost now. It's impossible to get lost.
I know what you mean. I mean, we both come from that era. Like, you had to figure it out. Like, hey, I wasn't, like we was talking about doing homework. I mean, we had to go pick up a fucking textbook, man, and read about it or go to the
You gotta have
library and look
12
it up.
books, you
But
know what I mean? Book bag heavy. You got every subject you got there, you gotta read 10 pages. Ain't no Xerox copy machine so you can cheat. You gotta write it down. Your pencil breaking every 5 minutes. The point, you know what I'm saying? Now you can just press the phone, snapshot it. You can press a button, talk what you like. It's easy. You just and And honestly, the way we with this pandemic, right? That
Right.
this is why we fucked up right now. I hate to say it like that, excuse my language. This is why we
It's the
messed.
truth.
This is why we messed up, and the panic is so crazy because only thing we paying attention to is whatever they say on these phones, whatever they say on the TV, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whatever
Yeah.
they telling us wear masks, wear gloves, do this, don't go outside, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. They telling us so much crazy stuff, right? But they ain't telling you the truth, like your fan. You don't really want to go to the hospital because that's where they dying at. You feel me? Like
That's what it is.
they not telling us. I mean to get off subject because I just know the facts about it. They not telling us that we saluting the essential workers. I salute them, right?
Without a doubt. You have to.
But
You have to.
but what about that patient that's dying in the hospital and because from this virus, and that doctor that's supposed to be taking care of her is a foot doctor. He only
They
there
ain't telling you that.
He only there because they making them go there. So they got it's dope, but they got so many doctors. They forcing them to go there. Like they just putting you there. You work in the hospital. Yeah, all right. You go over there. You go over there. You know what I mean? This is real facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know it is.
So
I
so
know it is.
so it's like almost. It's like it seems like it's smoke and mirrors. But what I do love about it is right. And I'm an athlete, right? And I
Right.
always said this, me being an athlete, just me and a person in the world and life period is always felt because from where we come from, again, I'm talking about where we come from.
Right. The gutter.
Right? No, and knowing that, I don't think it should be one man with like $5 billion.
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
I don't think it should be one man with 500 million if me and you coming from the gutter don't got nothing. And I'm not talking, and I understand the success part, and right, and like they work hard, they get it, but come me traveling and know how things work. Like some countries don't pay for health insurance, like now, right? And the reason why I'm saying that is like now we do the same, right? All of a sudden, don't go outside, don't go nowhere, and guess what? We sending you money, bro. Where this money coming from?
That's what I want to know. Because we as a country, we supposed to be in trillions of debt.
But it goes to show you, and I hate to say it to the people, to the blind people that don't know, is you know what it's easy, bro. Who make the money? Oh,
A lot of people
you
don't
need
know that.
1,200? Yo, you need 1,200. Yeah, let's start making this money and give it a look. Let's start making this money. Check this out, cuz let's start making this paper money in these checks. Let's send it out. And now when these people pay their taxes, they're gonna have
No matter what. Yeah, they're giving it to you right now, but at the end of the day, at the end of all this shit, all that shit you think, okay, well, when you come
so
up with your
year
next,
two when you try to file taxes and think you getting your money back. Oh, remember that 1,200 we
no,
gave you?
no. Remember that? That's exactly what they're gonna say. They're gonna take your whole joint. Like they tell you with them student loans, if you owe taxes and you owe student loans, you better try to get them referred or something. Because once you try to look for your income tax check, oh, they didn't took your shit because you owe money. So that's what it's about, man. You right. You most definitely right about that. So it's crazy, but what we in, I mean, like you said, they got us divide and conquer. That's what it's about, divide and conquer. Period, point blank. And if you divide, you're gonna be conquered, no matter what.
It's called chasing a bag, chasing that money. Everybody want to be rich, right? So, and we dealing with numbers because money is what? Numbers.
Numbers.
And everybody's chasing a bag. right? That's what because
Yes, indeed.
this is what I hear. Everybody, I'm chasing that bag, right? Everybody want to be rich. After 1 billion, you want to get what?
2
2 billion.
billion.
After that, what?
3,
So now,
4,
now me and
5.
now we went to school, right? We we ain't the greatest students in the world, but we do know math. And one thing we do know math was what numbers don't what.
The numbers don't equal up.
No,
Numbers
numbers
equal up.
don't. No, when you count, right? They teach us, right? That number is infinity. It don't end.
No, it don't end. No, numbers keep going forever, forever, forever.
So we chasing a bag. When we gonna stop? Because we chasing it. We chasing it till it's no more
We
money
ain't gonna
left.
never stop. We ain't gonna never stop. You ain't gonna never stop chasing it. You gonna want if you $100 million man, you gonna want to be a $200 million man. You gonna want to be a $300 billion man. You gonna keep chasing and chasing and
Chasing.
chasing.
And guess what? When you get it, you're gonna die. I hate to say it like that, but we're gonna get it, and we can't even take it with us, bro.
You can't take it with you. You can't take it to the other side, as they say. You know, my uncle said that. You know, it doesn't make a difference. You can't take it with you.
So,
What
so,
you gonna do?
so that's how I be looking at as far as now with get I think about athletes, not this athletes is if I'm coming from the mud and I make 100 million, like LeBron James is what because basketball been around for so many years, NBA is right. Why
Yes.
how come why are we not come taking back giving back to our community, opening up community centers? I know the Nipsey Hustle thing happened and things like that happen. Like that's always gonna happen, right? Because that Nipsey Hustle was super sad, right? But
Right.
it's crazy. It's crazy, I know like 35. I know a million Nipsey Hustles in the hood, bro. I grew up where like everybody that you know that got dialed in their hood, they peoples killed them. Somebody they knew, not a stranger. Somebody they knew. You know what I'm saying? So so but I'll be saying this. Why I don't see these athletes to me, they don't give back like they supposed to.
No, they
And that's
don't.
and
They
that's
don't. You know, they don't. Let me tell you something. I hit the boy Ed Reed up, man. I did a joint with Ed Reed just a couple of days ago, and I got at him. I was like, I seen an interview when it was him, Ray Lewis, a couple of them. They was all.
you're a little I hear you, but you're a little bit blurry.
I said I did an interview with Ed Reed, and I came at him. I was like, I want to hang with old Eddie Kane. So he got right back to me immediately, and me and him had a good joint, and we talked about that whole situation, about this money situation, how everything divided and everything else. Down to earth dude, man. And he said, he one person that he said, about giving back. He's like, I ain't got nothing else to do. Might as well kick it with you. He says, so I ain't got a problem.
And
So but it's but it's so many people that don't give back, and I don't understand that
because
because some
you
of
know
the fact
why?
is,
Because some people that make it, and let's say they make quote unquote the money, they think giving back is money all the time. It don't even have to be money,
no, it could be
right?
your time.
I could put you in position to get money. I could sit back and do an interview with you to to help you get to where you going. I could, you know what I'm saying? But everybody's so caught up with that. People think giving back means money, and that's the messed up part of it because you could give back the money. That money gonna go.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna go fast and hairy, and people don't understand that, man.
Most people make it, right? You make it, you break your family off with money. You break 10 family members, 7 of them gonna come back a week later, telling you, yo, what's up? Well, you got more?
Yeah, you're right. You most definitely right, and that's how it is, man. That's how it's always gonna be. I'm
One,
sorry.
one of them, one of them might be plotting to kill you.
Or most definitely, or be part of the plot where it's gonna set you up. Period, point blank. You know, that's just how it is. You know, the people that get you are the people that's close to you in your circle. None of the ones that end up eventually getting you. The
The,
ones in your circle.
the,
Know how you move, know when you move, know what you got, know everything. So basically, that's what it is. You know, people in your circle, you can't trust sometimes.
because you got the money and you came, you got the rollie on. He think he deserve a rollie. You got the, you know what I'm saying? So you like you gotta be careful with your appearance when you do make it in this world. And I just said, I'm not saying don't go out and buy stuff that you like, but you gotta be careful when you're going back to your old neighborhoods, your old stomping
Oh,
grounds, and how you present yourself. Most people, some people blind, they think I'm about a Bentley, and I'm gonna come back around a Bentley and park it in the corner. And and I heard people say to them, nah, they should be inspired by this.
nah,
You know
too
what I'm
much
saying?
hatred.
Like you got the Bentley in the corner, which is okay, but you're not showing them how to get that Bentley. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Or you're not 9 out of 10, you're not even riding them in the Bentley. Or you ain't coming to them and saying, yo, you know what? That shit ain't nothing but a car, man. Hold on, yo, take the car, man. Yo, man, be back in an hour. You know what I'm saying?
No,
To prove that you coming back and you show. I see it all the time. Dudes get the money, they come back in the hood. They got 9 chains on. They got the road. They talking about, yo, man, how much the rollie costs. They talking about this. They got secret jokes with their homies. You know what I mean? That's really down. So some dudes is feeling left out. So you gotta really be